Here are the crypto top headlines covered in this video. Crypto firms to see more enforcement actions within 2 years, says CFTC chair. Next, Robinhood crypto business slapped with SEC Wells notice. Also, Bitcoin reaches 1 billion transactions. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there's no clickbait thumbnails or titles, and no speeches on my opinions, just bringing crypto's news to you. We have a quick request that doesn't cost you anything in order to help. Help us grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers by September, which would be our channel's 1-year anniversary. All we ask is that you click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. By clicking on these, it does help grow the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our first top headline, crypto firms to see more enforcement actions within 2 years, says CFTC chair. Rostin Behnam said that without a regulatory framework, regulators would continue pursuing crypto firms to protect investors from potential fraud and manipulation. Rostin Behnam, chair of the United States Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or CFTC, expects regulators in the country to continue to crack down on cryptocurrency firms as long as the market attracts interest from investors. Speaking at the 2024 Global Conference on May 6th, Behnam said, despite bad events in 2022, which caused a market downturn and several companies to declare bankruptcy, the crypto market continues to grow and attract investors and entrepreneurs. He did not specifically say whether the CFTC or Securities and Exchange Commission would be behind enforcement actions to protect investors, but both regulators have ongoing lawsuits against many crypto firms. We're going to probably see in the next 6 to 18 months or 6 to 24 months another cycle of enforcement actions because of this cycle of asset appreciation and interest by retail investors, said the CFTC chair. Without a regulatory framework, without that transparency, without those tools that we typically use as regulators, you're going to continue to see this fraud and manipulation. Behnam agreed with a moderator that having U.S. lawmakers bring crypto firms into the regulatory framework was the proper course of action. Members of the House of Representatives are awaiting a floor vote on legislation that could clarify the roles of the SEC and CFTC over digital assets, which moved out of committee in July 2023. According to a Cornerstone Research report released in January, the number of crypto-related enforcement cases brought by the SEC in 2023 was the highest since 2013. The regulator has cases pending against U.S. crypto firms, including Kraken, Binance, and Coinbase, and issued a Wells notice, usually a precursor to an enforcement action, to Robinhood Crypto on May 4th. Behnam said in October that roughly a third of all enforcement actions the CFTC had taken against crypto firms occurred in 2023. The CFTC reported in November it had initiated 47 actions in the digital asset commodities sector, with cases including those against former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried and former Celsius CEO Alex Mashinsky. The commission was also a party to the $4.3 billion settlement between Binance and U.S. authorities in November. Let me pause here for a moment. If you're getting value out of this video, please click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Our next top headline, Robinhood crypto business slapped with SEC Wells notice. The SEC is planning to file an enforcement action against Robinhood's cryptocurrency business, according to the Wells notice. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission has issued a Wells notice to the popular trading platform Robinhood. Following the news of the Wells notice, Robinhood's share price fell 2.5% in pre-market trading to $17.95 as of 12:50 p.m. UTC. The Wells notice was issued on May 4th according to a court filing. The Wells Notice is a letter sent from the securities regulator that concludes its investigation of the respondent, in this case, Robinhood's U.S.-based crypto business. According to the filing, the SEC has been investigating Robinhood's cryptocurrency listings and crypto custodian operations and made the preliminary determination to recommend that the SEC file an enforcement action related to alleged securities violations. The news of the investigation comes despite Robinhood's attempts to register with the U.S. securities watchdog, according to Dan Gallagher, the Chief Legal Compliance and Corporate Affairs Officer at Robinhood Markets. Gallagher wrote in a May 6th blog post, "After years of good faith attempts to work with the SEC for regulatory clarity, including our well-known attempt to come in and register, we are disappointed that the agency has decided to issue a Wells Notice related to our U.S. crypto business." Gallagher added that Robinhood doesn't see any of its listed assets as securities. "We firmly believe that the assets listed on our platform are not securities, and we look forward to engaging with the SEC to make clear just how weak any case against Robinhood Crypto would be on both the facts and the law." Crypto regulatory landscape is akin to equities regulations in 1932. Robinhood has been trying to avoid securities violations. As part of its efforts, it previously chose not to list certain tokens or provide crypto lending and staking services that the SEC has previously alleged to be securities offerings during lawsuits against other platforms. However, Robinhood's Chief Compliance Officer noted that the lack of federal regulatory clarity created an uneven playing field for market participants, making regulatory compliance difficult and hindering mainstream crypto adoption. In a June 6th court testimony, Gallagher, who previously served as an SEC commissioner from 2011 to 2015, said, "Unfortunately, Robinhood and other digital asset market participants in the U.S. face a patchwork of state regulatory frameworks, not all of which are consistent, as well as a lack of regulatory clarity at the federal level. In many ways, the regulatory landscape for digital assets is like it was for the equities markets in 1932. The SEC and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission have yet to issue clear guidelines on what they deem as securities and commodities in relation to digital assets." Our next top headline: Bitcoin reaches 1 billion transactions. An average of 178,475 daily transactions have been made on Bitcoin during its 5,603-day existence. The Bitcoin network has processed its 1 billionth transaction, marking a huge milestone moment for the network 15 years after its creation. Clark Moody's Bitcoin dashboard shows that transaction 1 billion was processed in block 842,241 at 9:34 p.m. UTC on May 5th. It comes 15 years, 4 months, and 4 days after the pseudonymous creator Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, mined the network's first block on January 3, 2009. The network has processed an average of 178,475 daily transactions in its 5,603-day existence. However, the count doesn't include transactions made on the Lightning Network, a Bitcoin Layer 2 payment protocol enabling faster transactions. Data from the Bitcoin-only exchange River found the Lightning Network processed a lower bound estimate of 6.6 million transactions alone in August 2023, suggesting that hundreds of millions of transactions have been made on Lightning since it launched in January 2018. Daily transactions on Bitcoin spiked around the network's fourth halving event on April 20th, with a record high of 926,000 transactions processed on April 23rd. Much of this demand came from the launch of the Runes protocol at block 840,000. That said, Bitcoin's daily transaction count has since cooled off to 660,260 on May 4th. Despite Bitcoin being the oldest cryptocurrency network, it isn't the first of its kind to process 1 billion transactions. Bitcoin's biggest rival, Ethereum, has processed well over 2 billion transactions since it launched in July 2015, Etherscan data shows. Bitcoin is currently priced at $63,750, up over 12% since it hit a 2-month low of $56,800 on May 2nd, according to CoinGecko. However, it is still down 13.6% from its all-time high of $73,740 set on March 13th. So this concludes Crypto Top Headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.